Hi, I'm Abby McHugh-Griffa, Executive Director of the Climate Solutions Accelerator, with a few quick updates for you today. First off, we are thrilled to welcome Andrea McLean to our team. She is our new Public Engagement Coordinator, so she will be working very closely with Brady Ferguson, our Director of Public Engagement, to build our climate movement, to educate more people in our region about climate issues, and of course to expand our network of Color Your Community Green teams. And this position was made possible through a Climate Justice Fellowship from NYSERDA. That's a new program of theirs. And so we're very grateful to them for making this opportunity possible. Second on my list for today, please save the date for our Climate Solutions Summit over Earth Day weekend. That's April 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. And each day is going to be a little bit different and kind of have different focus, different target audience. So day one is actually just for organizational leaders. If you are affiliated with an organization, that would be a good opportunity for you to plug in. It will be limited capacity because we are doing that day in person. So if you definitely want to be included in that and you are affiliated with an organization, it will be one person per organization probably. But let us know to make sure you get that invitation. Day two will be virtual, and this is just for the general public. Anyone and everyone in the region is welcome to attend. It will be education about the issues, these solutions. What are they for our region, and what are the ways to get involved, plug in? What skills do you need to move climate action forward in our region? So that's day two. And day three is going to be field trips and service trips to a number of different sites around the region. So again, save the date and keep an eye out for registration, which will be opening up fairly soon. So related to that, collective impact work that we're doing, our steering committee has been working hard at developing a climate action strategy for the region. And this strategy will actually launch during that summit, that Earth Weekend Summit. So we just a few quick updates about kind of where this process is, how it's evolved over time. Originally, we were planning to put together a full-on climate action plan from now to 2050, and then we realized that was a stupid idea because the landscape is just changing so fast. It's like hardly possible to know what's going to happen next month in this field, much less like 20 years down the road. So the strategy that the steering committee is working on is actually going to focus on short-term key enablers of long-term process. So it's going to be a 3 to 5 year strategy. And what are those things that we really need to be doing now so that in 2030 and 2040 and 2050, we are, where we need to be. So again, that will be introduced during this summit over Earth Day weekend. And there are opportunities going on right now. Some focus groups are happening. There will be other public engagement opportunities. We'll be doing a presentation on the draft. So people who want to learn what's in the draft and provide feedback on the draft will have that opportunity over the next 2 months. So again, keep an eye out for that. And we really welcome, as much participation in this process as we can get, because it is important that this strategy reflect the needs and priorities of the community. All right, next on my list. Regarding Color Your Community Green, we do have a new team launching, and that is in Webster. So the Color Webster Green launch is going to be on February 28th from 7 to 9. That is going to be via Zoom. If you are from Webster, if you know people from Webster, we would love to have as many people engaged in this as possible. The Color Your Community Green thing really is cool, and the way that these teams are moving concrete solutions forward in their communities is very, very exciting. So we're looking forward to having that happen in Webster as well. So again, that's February 28th from 7 to 9. And on March 1st from 7 to 8, we're going to be having an interest session or an information session for people who might want to serve as liaisons to their New York State legislators. So the reason for this, let me explain just briefly. We get requests all the time to be contacting legislators about different policy issues. And we have our own things that we want to be reaching out to the legislators about as well. And managing this in an effective way, in an efficient way, has been a challenge. And so we're looking to put a little more structure around that, specifically with this system of having a liaison to each legislator who, when something comes along, because this usually happens really fast, right? It's like, next week, can you be setting up a lobbying meeting for next week? And often for us, the answer is like, no, we can't. We have other things going on. So with these liaisons who are going to be building relationships with these offices, they will be the ones who then are kind of managing the logistics of setting up lobbying meetings, convening lobby teams, getting a plan for that team together. And so if you think you might be interested in that liaison role, I would invite you to attend this session on March 1st from 7 to 8, again, via Zoom, just to see if it's the kind of thing, learn what is it, what are these liaisons, what are they expected to do, what kind of supports are going to be in place. And by attending, you're not committing, so don't worry. But we are going to be looking to establish this liaison system in as many of our local legislative districts as possible. And so we'll need a bunch of people plugging in to that role. So I think that's all I need to share with you today. Really appreciate you taking the time to listen. And again, save all those dates. Please show up, take action. It is very important, and we appreciate it.